What is going on, everybody, dude? We are excited to be back, man. Welcome to the Ravi and Ray podcast, dude. Let's freaking get it, man. Let's do this show, dude. I'm so excited for what we got in store for you guys today. I know it's been a while. I know it's been a minute since we got back, but dude, we're excited to get back into it. We're excited to give you guys the best content that we can give you guys and just give you guys a lot of entertainment, man, a lot of fun. But before we but before but you know before we start the program and everything like that, um, I gotta give a shout out, man, to our first sponsor, dude. We got our freaking first sponsor for the show, uh, Steve Jobe Illustration and Design. Once again, that's Steve Jobe Illustration and Design. I've known my buddy Steve for years, man, and we actually Robbie and I we contacted him and we went and we were just like, hey, man, like, dude, can you help us out with our logo? Because we were thinking about, we were like, dude, we really need a logo. Because the logo we had, I just felt like it was just something we just made up, it was just on the whim. And he really helped us out. And dude, the rest was history, man. I mean, it was just smooth, easy, awesome process. And if anybody is looking for, a logo for your podcast, or hey, man, if you have a sports team, or if you like to play sports and you guys have your buddies and you guys want your own sports team, or for your business, hit up my buddy Steve, man. And check out his Instagram below. We got all his information, and on his Instagram page and everything like that. We got the link for that too. So yeah, man, hit him up, dude. And honestly, we want to show you guys. I know you guys are probably thinking, hey, where the hell is the logo at? But dude, Ravi, bro, we gotta show him the logo, man. We gotta show him the logo. Let's go.
Drum roll, please.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go, dude. Oh my gosh, it's sick. Oh, dude, that's so awesome, man.
I love it, man. You can see you did so good with our face. I feel like, look at you, man. That looks just like you, bro.
I know, dude. Same to you, dude. And dude, this. Oh my gosh, the microphone's badass.
Yeah.
Because it's like because remember we were talking about it. We were like, like back in the old days when they used to do boxing, and back in the day they used to have the microphones like
Might
that.
come down.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
in the middle of the boxing ring, and they would do it for that. And then, oh my gosh, I mean, it's just he nailed it, dude. He killed it.
Thank you, Steve. We really appreciate it, man. Like I said, like Raymond said, I'm sorry that everything is on the bottom. His Instagram will be linked on the bottom for everybody to check out. It looks absolutely amazing. Thank you, Steve.
Dude, thank you, Steve, man. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Awesome. So that is our new logo. So now you guys, you'll see our faces every time you click onto our profiles now. But this is going to be a little bit of a special episode, right, Ray? We are going to be dropping our mock draft 1.0, but it's not individual. We are going to be doing it together. I'm taking the odds, except the Patriots. Number 14, I'll take that even from you, right? Raymond's taking the evens. We're going to get it going. We're going to start it off. Here we go. Our mock draft simulator. Ray, I got the first overall pick. And this one's a tough one, man. It honestly is. Anthony Richards. I mean, obviously, Panthers making that ginormous trade. 3 ones. I think like a couple twos. DJ Moore. They're going for a quarterback. They didn't trade all the way up to get Will Anderson. Everybody knows that. Even though Will Anderson might be the best player in this draft.
But Robbie, I gotta let you know. Sorry to cut you off. I have a coworker, man. I have a coworker. He's a good buddy of mine, dude. His name is Sua, and he is a absolute huge Panthers fan. Huge Panthers. This pick that you're doing for him right now is huge, because whatever you pick right now, that's what the Panthers are watching. I don't think anybody knows the Panthers are watching this program right now upon millions and millions of people who are watching this program right now. And whatever you choose, they're going to choose.
His name is Sua, you said, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. This pick is right here. This is for you, Sua. Obviously, you guys are getting a quarterback. Who's it going to be, Sua? Who do you like? I want to know who you like. I need you to text Raymond or text me later or comment down below. You got to tell me who you like. Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson. Which 3 of those guys are you going? For me, I mean, I think everybody can agree Bryce Young looks the best, but 5'10", body frame under 100 pounds. I know he weighed in at what, like 204 on his pro day. He's not 204. His walking weight's not 204. Everybody knows that. I just don't think you can trade up that much assets to go after a guy like Bryce Young. Anthony Richardson, he's a little raw. He's a little raw. We see what happens with raw quarterbacks when Niners took Trey Lance. It's not looking too well for them. I think they have to go CJ Stroud here. Um, CJ Stroud's a baller, man. I think they should be happy. They should be ecstatic. Panthers, you got your quarterback, and his name is CJ Stroud for the next 15 years. Get used to it. Who are you taking at
Yeah,
number
dude.
two, Ray?
No, and I apologize. I'm just gonna go back on that number one pick for a little bit. CJ Stroud, like you said, I mean, for those who don't really know too much about him, just put on the film against Georgia in the playoffs, in pretty much honestly, CJ Stroud in the Ohio State Buckeyes, they should have won that football game.
Mm-hmm.
And you're talking about the number one ranked defense. I mean, that's as close as I get it. College is different than the NFL, but that Georgia that Georgia defense is as close as an NFL defense that you could possibly get. And CJ Stroud sliced them. I mean, he absolutely dominated that entire game. And it shows how dominant and accurate. And not only did he do it with his arm, he actually did it with his legs too. I mean, he's just a phenomenal player, man. I mean, he makes everything look so effortless, and that's what's scary. And he's also he's your prototypical quarterback. He's not going to be looking to run. He can. That's what's scary. He can if he wants to. It's kind of like Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes, he's so gifted. We all know he's amazing. But when Patty Mahomes wants to run, he'll run. He'll run for 10 years. He's not going to be Lamar and go 50, 60 yards or the kid from Chicago. I'm sorry. I'm bailing on his name. Justin Fields. But he'll pick up that 10 yards. Easy first down. But to go for number two, to pick number two, since I'm on the clock.
Wait, man. Before you pick.
Yeah.
Who,
yeah.
We know Panthers most likely going Stroud. It's the new buzz, everything. Forget about the draft height. If you're the Panthers organization, who do you pick at one?
Oh, dude, to be honest with you, man,
if this was
reversed, dude, AR-15, dog. AR-15, Anthony Richardson, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I mean, his pro day was amazing. Yeah. I mean, it just made you fall in love with him even more. I mean, did you see he threw the football? Yeah. And you know why he did that? Because Will Levis did that. He wanted to top him.
And he did.
I mean, and he did. Yeah. And he did. And it's just like, dude. And if that beam wasn't there, that ball would have went straight to that guy, though.
Yeah.
It still would have landed to that receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So, dude, he just balls out, man. I mean, you can tell, yes, he is raw in his mechanics, but if you put him in the right situation, and I think Carolina has done it. I mean, you look at what they're doing. DJ Chark, I get it. DJ Chark has a lot of injury history, but when he's healthy, he is a good wide receiver. I got to give it to him. He can ball. And if he stays healthy and these other guys stay healthy and they get him help that Anthony Richardson deserves, and they can put a good solid foundation around him, he's going to be fine. He will be fine. And the crazy thing is when he gets in danger, dude, I've seen it with Lamar Jackson. I've seen it with Kyler Murray. I've seen it with, even Russell Wilson in his prime. And we've seen it with those kind of quarterbacks that can run, get out of trouble, and make special things happen. Dude, Panthers Nation, dude, you guys got to stand up. If you guys get CJ Stroud or Anthony Richardson, you can't get mad. It's impossible. It's impossible to be upset. It's a wonderful day to be a Panther, to be honest. And for all the Panther fans out there, oh, dude, just enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy every second between those two kids, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think the Panthers can really miss with what they have over here. They got such a great coaching staff. They got a veteran receiver in Thielen. They got a veteran pass catcher, former Baltimore Raven, and Hayden Hurst. They got a few guys over there that can ball, man, and they've really pieced it together where a young quarterback can really step in and strive Ray, I know your clock is ticking. Who are you taking with the number 2 with the Houston Texans?
Dude, well, since you did CJ Stroud, I am gonna go Anthony Richardson at number 2.
Over Bryce
I
Young.
look, yeah, I'm going Anthony Richardson. The Houston Texans, man, they need a quarterback. It's just it's about time to get one. You know, I think Bryce Young can make a huge statement to be there, but I just think Anthony Richardson's pro day was just so amazing. I mean, dude, he's like a linebacker. I mean, if you see his body frame, it's unbelievable. So you know for a fact that he can take punishment. And, I am going to do some comparisons to him and Lamar. Like Lamar isn't built like that. You know what I mean? If you really look at Lamar's frame and his frame, oh my gosh. I mean, you're talking about this dude looks bigger than Cam Newton. And Cam Newton's jacked. And he looks like between a Cam and Lamar in a sense.
Yeah.
Like he can run faster than Cam, but he's just as big as Cam. Like jacked. This dude's huge. And he can, so you know he'll be fine taking hits. Long term, that's different. That's a different story. But for your first, at least minimum for your first 8 years with this guy, you know you're going to get prime. He's going to, dude, AR-15 is going to be off the charts. I love the kid, man, out of Florida.
It took us 2 picks to disagree. 2 picks, right? Because I would have taken Bryce Young. I know. 2 picks. That's all it took. Our second pick, Rudy in disagreement. Because how I have it, I love Anthony Richardson. He's my favorite quarterback coming out of the draft. I don't think he did enough in college to be a top 2 pick. And that's the only reason why I would have taken Bryce Young there. But I love that pick, Ray, because they're out of all of these quarterbacks, Anthony Richardson, just like that ball he hit, he has the highest ceiling. He has the highest ceiling out of all the quarterbacks. Anthony Richardson has superstar potential, and he could easily be the best quarterback in this draft. So I love that pick, Ray. This is going to be. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I said 100%. I agree. Yeah, 100%.
This pick right here, the Cardinals. Also, we're doing no trades in this draft, just so everybody knows. It's just gonna take too long if we do trades. Makes it too complicated. So we're gonna just go straight down, no trades. Number 3, I do think the Cardinals might be trying to trade back with this pick, but just for the draft sake, no trade. I think Jalen Carter could have went here. I don't know if you've seen the tweets that came out today, Ray. A lot of people, including the Raiders, have taken Jalen Carter completely off their board. They just washed their hands. He's not there.
They're I was just gonna say, of course the Raiders were gonna do it because the Raiders been drafting freaking prison players for the last like 2-3 years, dude. They'd be like, yeah, let's get the hell away from this guy as far away as these players this player as possible.
I think Clark County's a little filled up, so I don't think the Raiders will take him. So it makes sense. But even if Jalen Carter was here, personally, I'm still taking Will Anderson. He has the length, the power, the tenacity. He reminds me of maybe a little bit slimmed down version of DeMarcus Ware in his young prime day. I think Will Anderson is just one of those generational type talents. I think he's going to be wrecking havoc in that NFC West. I'm going to take Will Anderson with that pick. Number 4, in Bucky Book's mock draft, he did not have the Colts taking a quarterback, which threw everyone off. So I'm very, very, very interested to see what you have here, Ray.
Dude, to be honest with you, I disagree with the what you said. That was who was the person that you said?
It was the draft guru, Bucky Brooks.
Bucky Brooks. You said Bucky Brooks?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy that he would do that too. Because Bucky Brooks is pretty on point.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? I feel like Bucky Brooks is just teasing everybody because that's an early mock draft. That fool's just teasing everybody. He's gonna change it. Dude, you gotta put Bryce Young. You have to put Bryce Young here. I think that's a steal. I think Bryce Young is a major sell. I watched this pro day. Dude, Bryce Young, dude, the only comparison I can make to him is literally Russell Wilson. I mean, he's the only, maybe a Drew Brees too. I don't want to go as far as saying Drew Brees, but yeah, dude, I mean, you look at the way he throws the football, it's just nothing but accuracy. I mean, he's so accurate, dude, with the football. Wherever you want it, he'll fit that window in. And he just puts a nice, I think, like Drew Brees didn't really have the greatest arm strength in the world, but his accuracy was just unbelievable. His ball placement was unbelievable. I think with Bryce Young, his arm, I think he does have a stronger arm than Drew Brees, and he's just as accurate, and he can be just as accurate. I'm not going to say he's as accurate because we got to see what he can do in the NFL and all that stuff. But yeah, definitely Bryce Young, dude. I mean, his pro day was fantastic, and just like I said, the only knock on him is can he stay durable? Can he
Yeah.
stay healthy for a whole season? Because we all know he's going to get hit, but dude, what a best place to go. That Colts offensive line is one of the best in the NFL by far. They are a very good offensive line.
Yeah, I got you. This one is a very, very tough pick, right? Because you have Jalen Carter staring at you in the face right here. We know the Seahawks. They love high character guys. Jalen Carter is a high character guy. Do they go him? Do they take someone like Tyree Wilson here? Do they take another corner to pair up with oh man, Tyreek Woolen? What do they do here? Do they take a quarterback to sit behind Geno for a few years? They can go so many different directions. I'm still a little undecided on it, but I think as much as the rumors are coming out about Jalen Carter, he is a wreck on the field, but he's also off the field too, unfortunately. But I think you have to go Jalen Carter here, man. He is a game changer type of player, and someone in that nose tackle position to do that, I think you have to go Jalen Carter here. I'm gonna go against all the reports. I'm I don't think Jalen Carter is gonna fall as much as we're all hoping that he can fall to number 14 to the Patriots later, but I don't think that'll happen.
Wow.
But yeah, I took Jalen Carter there, Ray. Who you take? Yeah, number 6 with the Detroit MCDC Lions.
Oh, dude. So I got another person on my job, man. Ulysses, man. He loves, dude. He's a huge Lions fan, and he's juiced for this upcoming because I think I've been telling. It was crazy. I literally have been calling all this, and I told him, dude, this last season was not your season. But this was before. I said that this year, this new season will be your guys' season. I've been calling it, dude, since I'd say like two years ago for sure, 1 to 2 years ago. And I've been telling them, dude, the Lions are going to be on another level this year, and they have to nail it. So if you look at what the Lions did, they went out and acquired an extremely good corner. And I'm sorry, I forgot, and I know they got another corner from Pittsburgh, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name. I apologize, but I know they got a corner, but they do need another one. They do need another one to ensure that defense. I'm going to go Christian Gonzalez here from Oregon. I think this kid, dude, he's 6'1", 197 pounds, and he's going to be on the opposite side of Jeff Okudah. So because, and then they also, I forgot his name, man. I'm so sorry. He's on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they just got him. I know. Is it Hilton? No.
No, it's not
Man.
Hilton. I'm blanking too. I know who you're talking about.
But if you look at the foundation though, from the corner, because you could never in the NFL, this is what I learned from the Ravens, man. You can never have enough good corners. You can never have enough corners because injuries happen, things happen. But if you have that foundation, dude, Jeff Okudah on the outside, then you would compare him up with Christian Gonzalez on the outside, and maybe put the Pittsburgh Steeler pick that they got in the slot, or maybe Christian Gonzalez. They'll just work it. It doesn't matter. It's just a chess game at that point. So, dude, and that defense gets improved dramatically, man, dramatically. And Christian Gonzalez, man, his film is amazing. For anybody who doesn't even know who the heck this guy, I'm just saying, watch his film. His footwork, his technique is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's actually gorgeous to see. It's really cool.
Yeah, that's a really good pick. Jeff Okudah. I don't know. It's just he just hasn't lived up to the hype that I thought he would have lived up to so far. So I really like the pick that you had of Christian Gonzalez there. Next up, we got the Raiders just signing porn star Jimmy to a 3-year deal.
Cameron Sutton.
Cameron Sutton. There we go.
Sorry, I had to look it up. Sorry.
Yeah, I got you. Cameron Sutton. That's the Pittsburgh corner that went to Detroit. Very, very good depth piece. But yeah, going on to the Raiders now, man, they have a lot of holes to fill. They got a lot of holes. Do you take a player like Will Levis here and let him sit behind Jimmy? I think so, but I think McDaniels also came out and said he wants a veteran presence. I could see them maybe passing up on Will Levis here. I think Will Levis is going to fall maybe later in the draft. Josh McDaniels, do not pass up on Tyree Wilson. Can you imagine a world where Tyree Wilson on one side and Max Crosby on the other side? If you want to compete in the AFC, if you want to compete in the AFC West, Max Crosby on one side, Tyree Wilson on the other side, and you will be getting to quarterbacks left and right. Clelin Ferrell, major bust. Now I think he signed with the Niners or something. He's gone. You need a piece there. Don't overthink it. Take the safe pick. Take Tyree
Yeah.
Wilson right there.
Yeah, you know what, dude, and the way that this draft was falling, I would have exactly done the same thing you did. But I'm going to do it different. Because you pick Tyrese Wilson, there is going to be one guy that I would have chose at number 7 for the Raiders, and that's Paris Johnson from Ohio State. Dude, this guy is 6'6", 313 pounds. If you watch his tape, if you literally watch this dude's tape, it's completely clean.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's clean. And what I mean by that, for those who don't understand like what that actually really means, if you look at an offensive lineman, you have your maulers, you have people who are literally going to maul the living crap out of you, or there's just dudes like this dude he's just better than everybody else. To be honest with you, he can do whatever he wants. It's clean. Like, he doesn't have a lot of flags. He doesn't have any of those things. He just has beautiful technique, and he just destroys everybody. He's just an amazing football player, and I think the Raiders need offensive tackle. They need help, especially with Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm sorry. Oh my god. This is dumb. But sorry. I apologize. They do need offensive lineman help. Sorry, Raider fans. Sorry. But for number 8, oh my gosh. For number 8, dude, I think that the Falcons, man, they need help. But I'm going to go Lucas Van Ness. He's an edge. He's going to be your third best edge rusher on the board from Iowa. And dude, this guy has seriously a lot of value, a lot of high potential value to be just as good as any of the other pass rushers that are on this board. And if there's one thing that these guys need, dude, they need help on the defensive side. Will Levis would have been here too for number 8, but I think I'm going to go defense.
Yeah, I think that's a very good pick right there, and kind of you pretty much said it all for me, honestly. What I was going to say about Paris Johnson, so I appreciate it. Protect Justin Fields right here. I'd love for Paris Johnson to fall to number 14 to the Patriots. Paris Johnson, Chicago Bears, please don't overthink it. Protect Justin Fields. That guy's running for his damn life. You got him weapons now. Now it's time to protect him, and protect him with a guy that's going to be on his blind side, on his right side, wherever you want to put him, he can play. Take Paris Johnson here, man. Easy pick, I would say.
Dang, yeah, I can't agree with that more. I couldn't agree with that more, man. I mean, you got to protect him. You know, I got to ask you too, Rob. I mean, how would you feel if the Chicago Bears went after, Jackson Smith? How would you say his last name?
And Jigba.
Njigba.
Yeah.
How would you feel if they went after him?
I don't think they need him, man. They got DJ Moore. They got Chase Claypool as your number 3. You got Darnell Mooney as your number 2. You got Cole Kmet. I don't think you need pass catchers. I don't think that's.
But can I ask you something though?
Yeah.
You do know that that's Justin Fields' teammate, right?
Yeah.
So because if you look at the connection with Joe Burr and
yeah,
dude, and Chase, I mean, you could have something there.
Yeah, you could.
I don't know, man, but I think you're right. I think everyone's gonna want that. If they had looked at this board and this board felt exactly how you had it right there, and you were the owner for the Bears, the right pick is the pick you did, Paris Johnson Jr. 1000%.
Yeah.
But man, I feel like temptation's really real in this world. And dude, Jackson's they might go with him. But I agree with your pick 1000%. I think you have to protect Justin Fields. You have to. Or
Yeah.
else he's just gonna keep running for his life and he's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Um,
We're gonna get to Smith and Jigba because he's coming out. He's coming off the board very very soon. I love Jackson Smith and Jigba.
oh, dude, me too, man. His route running's freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
But I'm on the clock for number 10. You know what, dude? Honestly, man, Philly, dude, this is scary that they have number 10 and they won the Super Bowl. I mean, this is
Lost.
stupid.
They
I
lost
mean,
the
this
Super
is
Bowl.
freaking great. Oh, I'm sorry. They lost the Super Bowl, but they went there and it's
Yeah.
freaking crazy. And they're a damn good football team. Honestly, dude, to me, this is an easy pick. I think they're gonna corner. You gotta go Devon Witherspoon from Illinois. He's gonna be on the top.
Oh, did I
Right
miss
on the
him?
top.
Oh, I missed him.
Ranked number yeah.
You didn't have a picture. It threw
Devon
me off.
Witherspoon from
Yeah.
Illinois. Once again, dude, if you guys, I like paying attention to corners because that was my favorite position growing up when I was never played or anything like that. Gotta let everybody know. But just playing with the guys and all that stuff and really watching football and all that, I feel like the CB position was always the funnest for me. His technique is fantastic, dude. I mean, this guy's gonna be a stud. I really do. I believe it. And I think the Eagles, oh man, what a great place for him to go.
Yeah. I remember shut down corner Ray Island over there. I remember that. Yeah, it wasn't fun. It was not fun throwing against him. I feel like I'm getting the easy picks, to be honest with you, right here, right? Because besides quarterback, what did the Titans lack? They lack pass catchers, man. Who is the questions about Ryan Tannehill, questions about quarterback, who's going to be there, who's not. They're going to run it back with Tanny one more year, but their offense runs through Derrick Henry, right? You saw what a huge digression they've had since they've lost AJ Brown. You're not going to replace AJ Brown. There's no way, right?
No.
But let's help whoever. If you want to make Malik Willis the starter, if you want to make Ryan Tannehill the starter, if you want to draft a quarterback later and make him the starter, whoever it is, help the quarterback out. And there's no better way to help the quarterback out than with route running. Just like you said with Jackson Smith and Jigba, I think he comes off the board here. I think they're going to pair him up with Treylon Burks. I thought about Quentin Johnston, but I just think that it would fit better to have Jackson Smith and Jigba in the Titans. This is a close pick, but I'm going to go with
Jigba. So I believe that too.
Yeah.
I think his route running is better. I think Quentin Johnson is more free. He's more of a freak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's so big, he's so strong, and his route running. I'm not saying his route running is trash. It's fantastic as well. Right. But I think Jackson Smith is. I think he's more of a polished route runner at this stage right now. So we got Houston on the clock.
Houston.
Oh man.
This is your second Houston pick.
Yeah. So if you're gonna, if the Texans, I have to go back. So they got Anthony Richardson. I chose them to do Anthony Richardson here. I think you have to go Quentin Johnson. Yeah. I think you have to go Quentin Johnson here. A big target because, if AR-15, once again, what can help a quarterback who maybe isn't as accurate with the ball? Well, you can throw it high to Quentin Johnson. That's something that Quentin Johnson has over Jackson Smith for sure.
Yep, 100%.
It's his height, his ability to get that ball at the highest point over any defender in the league. He's able to do that, and Anthony Richardson can just toss those like nothing. We saw the film in his pro day. Dude, he can launch it, dude. And if he launches it high and far, forget about it. This kid's gonna be amazing, dude. So I think that's a great pairing. I'm gonna go Quentin Johnson from TCU.
Quentin Johnson's one of those. It's not a 50-50 ball when you throw it his way. It's an 80-20 ball. He's gonna come down with it way more times than not on that. I think that's a great pick, Ray. I know we started off a little shaky at number 2 with the disagreement, but this is going exactly how I envisioned it for the rest of the board. So, and one more thing, Will Levis's ADP on the PFF mock draft simulator is 7.7. We are almost double that, and I think it's going to keep on going for a little bit. The Jets, do they have Aaron Rodgers? Do they not have Aaron Rodgers? What's going on? I don't really know. I mean, Zach Wilson's not the guy. Mike White is in Miami. You have bet your entire franchise right now on a guy who doesn't even know if he wants to play football right now. Should you take Will Levis here if Rodgers isn't on the Jets by then? Probably, but I'm going to assume that that deal somehow gets worked out. Um, this one is a pretty close pick because the Jets are one of those teams that are pretty stacked, right? They're a quarterback away
Yeah.
team. Um, I think if I think they should shore up that offensive line. You don't want Rodgers getting hit because you know he's going to start crying on the sidelines. And excuse me, this is kind of a tough pick for me because I don't really know who to go at offensive line. Um, but I think I'm going to take Skronowski over here. He can play tackle, he can play interior. So just because of that versatileness, I think I'm going to take Peter Skronowski over here. I'm going to steal this pick from you, Ray.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
going
no,
to
no.
take
It's all
the
you. It's all you.
pick from you, and this is not how I envisioned the Patriots board going so far because I would have really hoped I really hope that one of those tackles were available for us over here. That I really like. This one's tough. Joey Porter Jr., great corner. I don't see us taking him. Same thing with Deontay Banks. We like to take corners later and, develop them that way. Brian Branch from Alabama. I really, really like Brian Branch over here. We had Devin McCourty retiring. We still have Adrian Phillips, who's over 30, though. Kyle Duggar has came out, done good. Jabril Peppers, who's been re-signed, has been doing really good. I think Brian Branch is going to be really, really, really tempting over here for the Patriots. But I think they're going to go Nolan Smith here. I think they're going to go
Oh,
Nolan Smith because our defense has slowly been getting faster and faster, and Nolan Smith. I think we're gonna go Nolan Smith over here. Matt Judon's getting a little bit older. Amazing season. I think he finished second in sacks last year. Amazing season, right? Josh Uche's coming on. Let's get some more young pass rushers in there. What's one thing Patriots love is pass rushers. I'm gonna take Nolan Smith because not only can he play the
wow.
edge, I think he can play that linebacker position as well. And we need
Yeah.
speed on linebackers. So I'm gonna take Nolan Smith over here. This is
I
my
mean, yeah, dude. And
defense.
yeah, and talk about speed. I mean, did you not see his 40? I
Nuts.
mean, it was unbelievable. I mean, it's unreal, man. That these dude, and it's crazy because they don't look like kids, but they're not kids. They are freaking grown ass men, dude, and and this dude is flying, man. You know what, Robbie? I do want to ask you this too.
Yeah.
I know you picked Nolan Smith at number 14, but there was a player that I thought you were going to say, and I he's a linebacker. I think he's a middle linebacker. Trenton Simpson from Clemson.
From
His
Clemson.
position rank should be number one. His position rank should be number one at the linebacker's position. As far as let's see, Trenton, yeah, that right there, him right there, Trenton Simpson, dude. I thought you guys were gonna get somebody like that, and the reason why is because I think he's another guy who can just cover space ridiculously well. I mean, he was
Mhm.
the absolute leader. He was the boss. He was the anchor of that Clemson defense. I mean, and Clemson, I'm not saying they had a bad year or anything like that, but I mean, he made play after play after play. I mean, I thought I was seeing Roquan out there. I mean, it was just, he's an amazing player, man. He's an
Mhm.
absolute amazing player on the linebacking position. I know PFF has their stuff ranked differently. Like the sources I have, they're all ranked differently. So,
Yeah.
um,
I
but
have
I
it more
thought that
going. I,
would you be mad to get like somebody who can anchor the defense from the inside?
well, listen here, Trenton
Well,
Simpson.
not the inside, in the middle.
If he's a third round pick and he's from Chattanooga, we're probably drafting him in the first round. Unfortunately, he's from Clemson, referencing that Cold Strange, which was a very strange pick last year. Um, Trenton Simpson's a very good linebacker. I really like Trenton Simpson, but I think he's going to go more towards the second round. I think we need to really shore up that middle linebacker position for us, and that's kind of one of the main reasons why I went Nolan Smith right there. Um, just because we really need some linebackers. Our corners, we're running it back. Jonathan Jones, Jalen Mills, Jack Jones, Marcus Jones. We're running all those guys back. Our safeties are good. Our pass rushers are good. We could use a little bit of help on that D line, maybe. But I would not be upset taking a linebacker right over there to answer your question. And then that leaves the Green Bay Packers. Dang, Ray, I went 3 times in a row. Do you want to steal this pick from me?
No, 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 no.
Go
No, no,
for
no,
it.
no. Go for it.
All right. Well, over here, I'm going to take Miles Murphy, who I absolutely love out of Clemson. He has some rare athletic abilities. I really like
Yeah.
Miles Murphy on this position with the Green Bay Packers. Losing Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love, you need to play some good defense. And I really think Miles Murphy can get to the quarterback, which they really need over there. Pairing him up with Rashawn Gary, I think is just going to do really good justice for them. I'm going to go Miles Murphy right there, Ray. Who are you taking with number 16? It's been a while since we heard from you.
Dude, I mean, you would dude, you gotta I
Right
think
here.
it's time for Washington to pull the clock. I
He's
mean, to
right
pull the
here.
shot. I mean, they gotta do Will Levis. I mean,
Yeah.
if the board is where it's at, so let me ask you this. If Will Levis wasn't there, let me just put it this way. If Will Levis does not fall at number 16, I would have chosen Deontay Banks from Maryland. That's who I would have chosen. The cornerback from Maryland. I think he's at right there on 18. But
Yeah.
yeah, dude, that guy's an athletic freak. I mean, he's just an athletic freak, and he proved it in the pro day. And that's who I think that they should go with. But since Will Levis, since Will is it Levis?
Levis, yeah.
Levis, Levis, man, you got to go with him, dude. Washington needs to get a quarterback. Yeah, they just need a quarterback, man. They got to try to get somebody.
They're saying that Sam Howell is the starter, but I don't buy it, dude.
Dude,
I
come
don't buy
on.
it.
That's the reason why that this franchise will never be great is because they do stupid stuff. They say stupid things like that. It's so
Yeah.
sad for their fan base, dude.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's gonna be I like to pick Will Levis there, and that's exactly who I would have taken over there too if I was Washington. I could see Washington passing up though if they don't like Will Levis that much. I can see them taking a quarterback later in the draft, like Raymond's favorite Stenson Bennett coming on later in the draft. But moving on to Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh's kind of a tough one. I mean, they have a pretty good defense. But they did lose their first rounder pick in Trey Edmonds. I think they should go Brian Branch here. I think this is a great spot for Brian Branch at pick 17. Maybe a little early for Brian Branch, but I'm gonna take him. I think pairing him up with Minka back over there, I think it's gonna do a lot of wonders into fixing that secondary for Pittsburgh, which I'm sure you don't want to see. I'm gonna take Brian Branch over here, Ray. He's versatile. He plays, kind of like Jimmy Ward. He can play slot corner. He can play safety. You can move him around
Yeah, he
all
can play
around the
anywhere.
field, wherever you want to
And he
go.
covers space extremely well.
Yeah, absolutely.
He
So
eats
I
up
think
space.
and
Yeah.
that's what they hoped for in Trey Edmonds. Never played out that way in the strong safety role. Minka is going to kind of move over there, and Brian Branch, I think, is just going to run all over the field. I'm going to take Brian Branch at this pick.
Yeah. Dude, that's a great pick, man. For the Detroit Lions at number 18, I got my have Ulysses watching this, and I got to get sure I got this right. So I got to make sure I get this pick right. So at number 18, I just think it's pretty simple. Like, so I chose Christian Gonzalez, right? With the corner for their first pick.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. So with this pick, I don't think they go defense.
They're going
I
to
think
go
they
Joey
go
Porter.
offense. I think they replace Hutchinson's. I always butcher his name.
Oh,
TJ Hawkinson.
Hawkinson.
So if you go in the tight end market right there, there's going to be his first guy, Dalton. Oh man, I can't pronounce his name, but from Utah. They got to replace him, man. And I think that gives Jared Goff a security blanket. He was fantastic in college. He's a really good route runner. I mean, this guy is 6'4", 246 pounds, so he does have good length. I think he's a great blocker. He's an underrated blocker as well. But I think he is he's just your prototypical. He's going to be a good tight end in this league. for years to come, and I think it gives Jared Goff another weapon on the offensive side.
I'm totally in agreement with you over here, Ray. Next pick with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they need a lot, man. They need a lot of
Yeah,
help. Losing
yeah, they
Brady,
do.
you lost a lot of help over there. I think it's gonna be a little tough over here. I personally think they should trade back. This is not a trading draft. I'm gonna take. I don't know how to say his name. Right? You might have to. Is it Khalija Kansi? I think that's how you say it. They were giving him comparisons to the size and everything with Aaron Donald. Let's not compare him to Aaron Donald. He's a little bit smaller. Um, but his gap shooting quickness is really on point. I think the Bucks could really use another defensive lineman to really help Vita Vea, who's probably the only D lineman really left over there. Also, so I'm gonna take Khalija Kansi, and I'm very sorry if I completely butchered his name because I most likely did. Pick 20.
Yeah, dude. For the Seattle Seahawks, I think, man, they honestly, dude, they can basically go anywhere. I mean, if they really wanted to be deadly, they can go Joey Porter Jr., who I think is a fantastic corner. I love
Absolutely.
his game, dude, a lot. And they can pair him with that bad man on the other side. So, or they could go wide receiver. But dude, I think in this instance, dude, I think they're gonna go Brian Bressie from Clemson. Sorry if I
Frank
butchered
Reese.
his name.
Reese.
I think it just adds more depth to their defense.
Mhm.
I think if I know Pete Carroll, which I don't, but I'm just saying if I were to get in Pete Carroll's head, I think he'd go defensive heavy in this draft.
We did take a
Because they
defense
got Jalen Carter,
lineman.
yeah, because they got Jalen
Yeah.
Carter, but they want to add to that. That's what I'm trying to say. So I think they want to add him up, put those two in the middle, and let those guys on the outside do their job. Because if
Yeah.
you have Jalen Carter and this guy in the middle, I mean, dude, oh my gosh. I mean, you're talking about a disruptive force from the inside
Yeah.
getting to the quarterback. And they just rush forward.
And run blocking.
And run blocking, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I think I'm gonna go with him because I just think he's a fantastic player.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. The Miami forfeited their pick due to the tampering issues. So
Crazy,
pick
man.
21 is now the Los Angeles Chargers, who are likely. I want them to take Joey Porter Jr. over here. I want them to take Joey Porter Jr. They need to take Joey Porter Jr. But on the flip side, they're about to lose Austin Eckler. He's seeking a trade. He's talking to teams. Austin Eckler is probably going to be gone on draft day or before draft day. Are you taking Jameer Gibbs or are you taking Bijan Robinson? You are taking Bijan Robinson over here, man. He is an absolute stud. If you want to replace LT, this is the guy to get out of college because he runs like LT. Bijan
Hell
Robinson.
yeah.
Bijan Robinson. Trade Eckler. Trade Eckler for a third. Get him out of town. Get Bijan Robinson. And I promise you, Justin Herbert will finally maybe win a playoff game.
Wow. So let me ask you this, Rob. So are you stating on the record on national television on this program sponsored by Steve Jobe Illustration and Design in front of billions of people? Are you saying the reason why that he couldn't win a playoff game was because Austin Eckler?
No. I am not saying that. I do not want to state that because Austin Eckler. Don't you be putting words in my mouth. Don't you be putting words in my mouth. Austin Eckler is one of the top running backs. But what do we know about running backs, Ray? 28. Once you hit 28, you're done. It's downhill. And I believe Austin Eckler is above 28. It's time for his production to start slowing down. Replace him, and there's no better replacement than Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, no, that guy's an absolute freak. And even if they went Gibbs as well from Alabama,
Yeah.
is it Jabari Gibbs or is it
Jameer Gibbs? I'm not sure. I think it's
Jameer Gibbs? I
Yeah.
apologize, Jameer Gibbs. But yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, you definitely have to go with that pick. 100. I agree with it 1000%.
Your
That's
Baltimore Ravens. Your
man.
Baltimore Ravens
So
are on the clock, Ray.
so I think people are going to get really shocked what I'm going to say because
Hendon
I'm
Hooker.
so disappointed in this franchise. I'm 100% disappointed in this franchise. And I have nothing else to say. And I'm just going to think, how would the Ravens screw this up? So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion. So the Baltimore Ravens will not get a wide receiver. I see Zay Flowers there and Jordan Addison. Personally, I would have loved to pick Jordan Addison. I love him from USC. Zay Flowers reminds me of a mini. Obviously, he's extremely fast. He reminds me of like a Tyreek Hill. Is he
Mhm.
faster than Tyreek Hill? No, but he reminds me of a Tyreek Hill. His route running is good, and he's able to take the top off with ease. Jordan Addison, I love his game, dude. I just think with more experience, like if he builds up that body a little bit more, his route running is fantastic. He's got great hands. But let's be real here. We're talking about a franchise that's in utter collapse right now, and that they would choose what everyone else doesn't want them to choose. Everyone says go wide receiver. They're going to go Joey Porter Jr. 1000% in this pick.
Get a
They're
fifth
not
string
getting a wide
corner.
receiver because they don't care about wide receivers. They want to get a horrible quarterback, not named Lamar. They want to get, you know who they try to go after? They try to get Baker Mayfield. That's who they try to get. So that just shows you what kind of organization that I like and I love, and I hate them right now. I hate this. The front office is absolutely horrible, and they're gonna go Joey Porter Jr., who I love. I just literally just said it earlier. I think he's a fantastic player. But the Ravens need a wide receiver, but they will draft Joey Porter Jr. with the number 22 pick and
That's a
disappoint
terrific pick.
millions. They will disappoint millions of Baltimore fans.
That's a terrific pick, Ray. I mean, Marlon Humphrey. He's not taking Marlon Humphrey's job. Marcus, do you guys still have Marcus Peters, right?
No, he's gone.
Okay, there you go. You just replaced him with Joey Porter Jr., which I think is a fantastic pick.
No,
Would you be
no,
upset at
you're
this pick?
right. No, you're 100% right. I believe that is a great pick. Like he is a great player, and I love his
Yeah.
game. I love Joey Porter Jr.'s game. I just think, are you we don't have a second rounder this year. So it's like, I mean, at some point, this franchise has to get out of their comfort zone and draft a wide receiver and just
Mhm.
keep drafting them. Like they got to get it going. Like I don't understand, but hey, once again, this is the type of organization that I love. This is the type of organization that's just making horrible decisions, and they're going to keep doing. They're going to stick by tradition, and tradition shows Joey Porter Jr. is the answer.
Joey Porter Jr. I like that pick, Ray. I wouldn't be upset. I was gonna take Joey Porter Jr. right here with the Vikings if you were not gonna take Jordan Porter. I'm gonna take Zay Flowers over here. They lost Adam
Oh yeah,
Thielen. KJ Osborne, I don't think he's good enough to be a number two. Give Kirk some weapons, man. I mean, replace you. It's hard to replace Adam Thielen, but getting a guy like Zay Flowers, he had some bad quarterback play at Boston College. I know that, but he has great traits: good legs, good speed,
mm-hmm.
good route running. I think he's going to pair up so nicely with probably the best receiver in the league right now, Justin Jefferson. I think Zay Flowers is an amazing pick right here.
Oh yeah, I agree with that 1000%.
Pick 24, Ray. We are almost there, man.
So Jacksonville, dude. Yeah, man. So Jacksonville, I think that they need help on the defensive end. I'm gonna go Deontay Banks from Maryland.
Okay,
I
nice.
think he showed a lot of
Great pick.
promise in the draft, dude. I like him a lot. I was actually gonna pick Banks over Joey Porter
Uh huh.
because either would be fine with me. I just think it would be cool to have Banks because if he went to Baltimore, because his college is Maryland, so Baltimore, like I feel like the two would be in a really good pairing. Um, but I think they would go Porter. But yeah, Banks for sure for Jacksonville.
Deontay Banks, another good corner, another good pick, Ray. I love it. The New York Giants are now on the clock. Did they address their receivers? Did they sign anyone? I know they traded for Darren Waller, but did they get anyone at receiver? I don't think they did. Did they? Am I
They did
blanking?
not. No, they did not.
And if they did, clearly it wasn't a big signing because nobody remembers. So I'm gonna take somebody. You took Wandale Robinson last year. Great pick. But I'm going to take Jordan Addison over here. I think Jordan Addison is a nightmare to cover in space, and he
Yeah.
makes defenses not being able to sleep at night. I think Jordan Addison to the Giants. You got Jordan Addison, Wandale Robinson, Darren Waller. You got Saquon Barkley at running back. I think great pick. Jordan Addison right over here, man.
Dude, that's a good pick, man. Oh, you know what, dude? Oh man, I got Tyler, man, my boy Tyler Aldall, dude. I gotta freaking make sure I gotta get this pick right. Oh man, at 26. So, dude, the Cowboys, man, like I said, like I think that, dude, they do need, I think they need help in the secondary. I just think their defense is fantastic. It's great, man. But you know what, dude? It's tough. You know what? I'll be honest. I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm thinking. They lost. They're pretty much lost Zeke. They lost Zeke, and they got a running back coming back from an ACL injury. Actually, pretty bad, horrific leg injury.
No,
Use the franchise tag on him. Gibbs looks really nice
no.
right here.
You're gonna say Jahmyr Gibbs?
But no, I want to, Robbie. I really want to because it makes sense.
It
Because
does.
who
I'm with you.
it makes, yeah, I know it makes sense, but I'm trying to think. Man, that makes a lot of sense to me because I don't know when. Do you know when the what's his name? I'm
Tony
blanking on
Pollard.
his name. He's such a good
Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard. He's such an amazing player. I love his game, dude, a lot. But I don't know who they have without Zeke. Who would replace Pollard? And I personally don't really know their depth that well, like that. I don't know if that running back is going to be able to outproduce what Zeke could do. You know what I mean? I don't really know that. But dude, okay. Could you go to? I know you picked Brian Branch already at safety,
Uh-huh.
but could you go to the safeties real quick? Because they need help in the secondary, man.
You gonna take
Oh
Antonio
man, dude,
Johnson?
Antonio
Sidney
Johnson,
Brown's a good pick. A little high, but
Sidney Brown, man.
teams do reach. Sidney Brown's a good pick. I would not be upset at you for taking Sidney Brown right here.
Dude, give me Gibbs. Give me Gibbs, dude.
Oh my
I think,
god.
dude, I just feel like that's what they would do, man. I feel like because like I said, Pollard got injured in the playoffs. If you really realistically look at it, he's not going to be ready day one. And Gibbs is oh my gosh, he's so good, dude. He's
Wow.
so good.
If
Oh,
this
dude,
if
yeah, I'm
this
gonna go
doesn't
Gibbs.
if this doesn't scream Jerry Jones pick, I don't know what does, dude.
That's
Someone
what I'm saying. I'm
flashy,
thinking, what would Jerry do too? You know, like
so,
I feel like
some,
he would go offense.
someone flashy, somebody that it's gonna everyone's gonna talk about the Dallas Cowboys. This is such a Jerry Jones pick. I didn't even think about Jahmyr Gibbs to the Dallas Cowboys, and then when you said it, it
Yeah,
took me back. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, "You're right, man. They lost Zeke. They're and even when they had Zeke, their running back production they were getting out of Zeke was not very good, man. Yeah, he had a lot of touchdowns, but he just had to fall forward at the 1 yard line to get those touchdowns after Tony Pollard got him there. Tony Pollard coming back from a very gruesome injury, get someone like Jahmyr Gibbs, put both of them. Oh man, Ray. I want to see
and
those
plus, I
Dallas
need everybody
Cowboys.
to know too. All the Cowboy fans, I need you guys to know too that when Tony Pollard, even when he comes back, it's not like he's just going to be like 100% again. He's going to be on a
Yeah,
pitch count.
yeah.
He's got to get back into game shape. So that's an actual realistic thing that will happen. And yeah, dude, Gibbs, dude, that just makes the most sense in the world.
Can you remind me who they just got? The Cowboy. Oh, the Brandon Cooks. Yeah. So they got two good
Yeah,
receivers. Michael Gallup at 3. You know they do need a tight end. Maybe squeeze in a tight end later and take Jahmyr
yeah,
Gibbs.
I think they're gonna. Yeah,
Man, I did not think
yeah,
about that.
dude.
Right, that was a very good sneaky pick that you had. I was not ready for that. You threw me off on that pick. I'll give you that one.
Tyler,
Um,
if you're watching, I hope you're proud of the pick. I hope you're proud of my pick, man.
I'm sure Tyler is probably jumping out of his seat right now for that pick because who wouldn't? Um, the Buffalo Bills. I'm gonna take I'm not gonna get too crazy here. I'm gonna take Cam Smith. Um, good enough
Yeah.
size, great corner. I think they just need someone on the opposite side of Tre'Davious White. White's been dealing with some injury issues. They really need to get their corner solidified. Lost some defensive pieces. I think Cam Smith is going to fit nicely in Buffalo. Now it's time for your division rivals, the Cincinnati Bengals. Who are they taking here, Ray?
You know what, man? Who we got on the defensive line?
Let's see. You want interior or outside?
Interior.
Mozzie Smith.
Yeah, let's go Mozzie Smith
You're gonna go Mozzie Smith.
from Michigan.
I was saving him for the Chiefs, but I'm glad you went with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Mozzie Smith. Personally, I think that they should go offensive line, but I think a lot of good offensive. I think they do have pieces. It's not like they don't have pieces. I just think that nucleus needs to stay together from the tackle positions and all that stuff. I for the Bengals, but I think that's a need. That's a need that they need, and I think that's a safe pick in
Yeah.
my opinion.
And speaking of need, the Saints do have some needs, especially on that offensive line. Osiris Torrance. Let's not get too crazy here. Good, safe pick. Going to be a starter for years to come. Torrance is heading to NOLA to protect Derek Carr. Pick number 30, Ray. The loser of the Super Bowl, the Philadelphia Eagles. Who are they taking here? And just to remind everybody, earlier they did take Devin Witherspoon, cornerback out of Illinois. So they've got defense. So they're going to go offense here, Ray. Who are you taking?
Dude, man. You know what, man? You know who I'm gonna choose for this guy? I'm gonna choose because I feel like their offense is gonna get more dynamic. Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt from
receiver.
Tennessee. Yeah, they're gonna go wide receiver. Jalen Hyatt, dude, from Tennessee, man. I love this dude. I like this guy's film a lot. I've actually was hoping he would. I would hope that the Ravens could get him because I feel like the guys who we have right now that we chose for like Jordan Addison, and I feel like those guys are gonna. For some reason I feel like those guys are gonna get taken early.
Yeah,
but I like Jalen Hyatt a lot, dude, for Philly. I really do.
How is Jalen Hyatt's ADP on PFF 54.4? That makes no sense to me.
And that's what I'm saying. PFF, Pro Football Focus, they do their stuff a lot differently, man. I mean, they just grade them differently, and it's like I said, it's all about like their eye test. But if you look at other stuff too, everyone's gonna. If you go online, it's just kind of what you feel. You know what I mean? But I think Jalen Hyatt, dude, Jalen Hyatt is fantastic, dude. He is a big playmaking receiver, and he's just one touch and he's gone, dude. He's fantastic.
Got you. Well, I'm gonna go a playmaker for our reigning, defending, undisputed champion, the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm gonna take a playmaker over here, Ray, and I'm gonna take this guy. He's fearless. He's a little undersized, big play, similar to maybe Jahan Dotson, similar framework. Hands are a bit shaky at times, but his explosiveness is just undeniable. Travis Kelce, Raymond. How old do you think Travis Kelce is right now?
I'd say I think he's 20. I think he's going to be 29.
You know what? And a lot of people probably agree with you. Travis Kelce's 33 years old, man. He's an old man. Damn. He's an old man. And they got Kadarius Toney last year. Kind of sparked a little bit. Not too crazy. Lost Mecole. They just really need some more pass catchers. There's only so much. Travis Kelce is still the greatest tight end right now that we have. Not taking that away.
Oh, for sure.
But they need some pass catchers over there. I don't think they're going to go tight end. I think they're going to go Josh Downs out of North Carolina here. Can you imagine Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball in open space to Josh Downs and seeing what happens after that? I think this is a great pick for the Kansas City Chiefs. But yeah, man, that's our mock draft.
Dude.
We will have.
They got Josh Downs. They're gonna get a lot of downs.
They're gonna get a lot of first downs.
Horrible. Right? It was a horrible. I had to squeeze it in. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
Well, you know what? Looks like PFF is about to grade our graph. What do you think we got, Ray?
Oh, dude, I think we got an A. No, okay, I'm just kidding. I think we got a
I say,
B.
I
A
say
B minus. Let's put a B minus.
I'm gonna say a straight B. Let's see how long this takes. Hopefully, it doesn't take too long. I'm gonna say a straight B because I think we did pretty good. We had some, disagreements on a few picks, but I think for the most part we were in agreement in all of them. And if PFF just hurries up a little bit, then we can find out. We will have our full mock draft posted hopefully on our Instagram in just a few days after this video. But PFF is taking forever over here, Ray. Who are you most
That's
excited
all right.
for in this year's draft?
Well, are you just talking about just any overall player in
General.
general?
Yeah.
Oh man, I would definitely say Anthony Richardson, man. I
Yeah.
really like him a lot, dude. I like him a lot, man. I'm excited to see what he's gonna do because I just think I don't know how you can guard him. Like, I don't understand how you can defend somebody who can run a 4.4. He can run. I don't know if he's faster than Lamar, but I think he can run pretty damn fast. He
Yeah.
definitely can get away from everybody. And
Yeah.
if you have that with his size, so his power, and then if he could just throw the ball accurately, man. I mean, damn. I mean, he's gonna be really fun to watch. He's gonna
Yeah.
be absolutely fun to watch. And whoever gets him, please put some weapons around him. I'm literally saying that with everything I have because I'm a freaking Ravens fan and I've seen it. Put wide receivers around him and show this kid what he can do. And I promise you, you will be in the Super Bowl. I can guarantee you will.
Do you think he needs a few days off? Take a season off? Red shirt?
No,
No?
no, no,
Throw
no, no,
him in.
no. No, I don't think you. I see with players like that though, Robbie. I don't think that's wise to do because I feel like because of their legs.
Uh-huh.
So even if he was in harm's way, let's say he couldn't see down the field and he was having a hard time throwing the football, what he's able to do with his legs is just unbelievable stuff, man. I mean, it makes defenses that much harder, but it also creates more space on the field because everyone's going to stack the box. So it creates more outside. You know what I mean? It creates more space on the outside. And if he's able to sling that, dude, I think he's gonna be fine, man. I really do, and he's gonna make some special plays with his legs. I just hope he doesn't get injured. I just hope he don't get
Yeah.
injured.
Yeah. That's gonna be the tough part. I'm with you. If this draft goes according to how we go, I would be really excited to see Josh Downs with Patrick Mahomes. I hate to see it from the AFC side as a Patriots fan. I'm sure you would hate to see it on the AFC side as a Baltimore Ravens fan. Are you still a Baltimore Ravens fan, Ray? We're not
I
switching. We're not
am, but
jumping trains.
sadly, I am. Sadly, I am.
If the Ravens move on from Lamar, would you be upset at taking a dart throw at Hendon Hooker in the second to third round?
Now I'm gonna be honest with you, Robbie. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is. But in the second round, we don't have a second round pick.
Okay, third round. Let's throw him in the third round. That's fine.
But what position does he play?
He's a quarterback, man. He's a quarterback.
He's a quarterback.
He's a little raw. He's a little raw. He got some injuries on him, but dude can sling it and he
To
can
be
run.
honest with you,
And he can run.
here's my answer to your question, sir. If the Ravens lose Lamar Jackson,
Uh-huh.
I think it's so simple what they do. I think Ozzie Newsome, Eric DaCosta, the owner Steve Bisciotti, they sit John Harbaugh down and they say, "Hey, we are going to tank." And I hate to say that word out loud because I know it's impossible. I know everyone who watches football is like, "Bro, it's impossible to tank because these guys got families and they got to feed their." I get all that, but the Baltimore Ravens need to tank, and they need to get the number one quarterback coming out of the draft next year. They have to. And there is a guy at USC who won the Heisman. And dude, that kid is supposed to be pretty good, dude. So I mean, if I had to, um, yeah, dude, I think they tank. And let's see if I can find Caleb
Caleb
Williams.
Williams, yeah.
Caleb Williams, yeah, he won the Heisman. And dude, he has a chance to win the Heisman again. Honestly, dude, he's a really good quarterback, and I think Baltimore takes him number one if they're smart. And like I said, I know Odell just met with them today. How stupid! Why would Odell even sign with the Ravens? Who the hell's going to throw him the ball?
That makes
Who's
no
going to throw the
sense.
ball?
I saw that.
J.K. Dobbins? Like, what the hell, dude? Tyler Huntley's going to throw him the ball? We don't even know if we're going to have Tyler Huntley. We probably will, but it's all bad, dude. We got to lose every game. Get Caleb Williams. Get this franchise, get this fan base excited again, and let's do it. And then please rate Baltimore on his third year. Please just sign him. Please sign him to a contract.
There's a quarterback with Caleb Williams coming out called Drake May out of North Carolina. And a lot of people are saying that those two quarterbacks, if they went in this year's draft, they would have been 1-2.
Yeah.
And so they're saying that next year's quarterback class, the top of it at least, could be better than this year's quarterback class. So if you're in the market for a quarterback like some of these teams are, maybe just go a year with Tyler Huntley. Just go a year with Sam Howell. Just see how it goes.
Zach Wilson. Yeah, let's trade for Zach Wilson.
Roll the dice. And let's say you couldn't put butts in seats. You couldn't get fans in the building because you guys won like 2, 3, 4 games, whatever it is, 5 games. But then the next year, you're going to get someone like Caleb Williams or Drake May on your team. You would get all those fans back plus some just for the hype of those two players coming back. I like it, Ray. I like it. And just so you know, PFF did let us down. They're still trying to grade our draft, which looks like it's not going to happen.
They can't even grade our draft because they're like, damn, these guys, they killed it. That's
these
why.
guys nailed it. Yeah. Is this Bucky Bush drafting? I'm not sure. Just a quick recap of our full draft right over here. Like we said, we'll have everything down in the link for you. Raymond, do you have anything else for us today?
I do not, man. But once again, please check out Steve Jobe illustration design, man. You guys cannot, I promise you, dude, your logos will look absolutely freaking amazing. Please give him just please look at his Instagram page, look at his work. It's just absolutely fantastic, man. And honestly, dude, we really appreciate you again, Steve, for the logo, dude. We love you, man. And we love everybody here who watched our program and future people who watch the program. We love you too. So thank you guys.
Mock Draft 1.0. There'll be more coming. Stay tuned, everybody. But until next time, Ravi and Ray are out. Peace.